Good day, viewers. I am Sarah B, and you are tuning in to Just Be Tarot. I am doing a timeless live reading for the collective. Now, this is a general reading, not personal, so please take what resonates and leave the rest. I was making sure I was on time. Hi, Starry. How are you? So I am shuffling for the overall energy for this timeless live reading. This is for the collective, all zodiac signs, all cross watchers, however this resonates with you. Well, thank you. Oh no! Sorry, I'm so sad to hear that. I hope you're on the mend soon. That's because I just got out of the shower, so it's still a little flushed from being in the shower. No secret to it for sure. Uh-oh. So it looks like some of us are bringing in a little drama. It looks like we are putting ourselves in this, exaggerating everything. You know what? It happens. We might be in this energy right now while we are being extra, is what I'm hearing. So, but I feel like that doesn't last for too long. We're just being a little bit extra, feeling dramatic. Maybe we're wanting attention from somebody or something. You know, so I just feel like some of us are being a little extra right now. Maybe we need to be pouring extra attention into ourselves. Longing. So I feel like there's a want for something. That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like we're being dramatic because there's some kind of attention that we're seeking from somebody. But I do feel like there's a longing for somebody's attention. But I feel like what we need to do is focus on ourselves and not be looking for attention from other people, rather than focus on ourselves and healing ourselves and giving ourselves that attention. And then that attention will come back to us in other ways. Hi, Augustine. We have crisis. So I feel like some of you are still in that survival mode. I was talking about yesterday on my live. I don't feel like that's going anywhere for a while. I feel like there's a lot of, I just heard mess to clean up. There's a lot of things that you're going through, but you are in survival mode. It's like you are looking at ways to just clean up. Like, it looks like these hands are looking to clean up the mess, reaching for anything they can to grasp onto. So I do feel like some of you are in that a crisis situation, something that you've never been through before. You're feeling feels that you're not familiar with, and you're not sure how to deal with them. I'm hearing that, of course, communication is how you deal with them. Whether you're talking to your a person, maybe your partner, venting, maybe you need to seek therapy, maybe you need to be in touch with your higher power. This card just came out as I was speaking about that. Maybe you need to connect with or meditate. Maybe just get everything out of your head and start to meditate, or practice meditation, breath work, and calm your nervous system down a little bit to exit this crisis mode. Because if you live in that sense of fight or flight or survival mode, it's not good on your being health-wise. So it's essential to calm your nervous system, or else you're going to get things like shingles, and your nervous system is going to be all sorts of wonky, and you don't want that to happen. You really have to calm yourself down, because you don't want to make yourself sick. So being in that, I mean, it's hard when you're going through things that you're you're not familiar with. You're feeling your way through it. Nobody gives you like a handbook on how to get through certain things in your life, and you're just kind of feeling your way through. Hi Maria, how are you? Okay, so what else do we have? Yeah. When you start to calm your nervous system, that's when you're going to start to see yourself feeling like your old self, starting to get out of your head about things, starting to relax, starting to become the person that everybody knows and loves. You start to feel familiar to yourself. This is about, like I said, the nervous system, representative of the nerves right here. It's really essential that you calm your nervous system from this crisis mode or survival mode. But there's a lot going on with a lot of people. A lot of people are experiencing a lot of change, going through new and difficult times, trying to navigate their way through these scary moments. But calming your nervous system is key and needs to be done, and it is essential for your overall health and happiness. It is so important for you to recognize that. And, you know, maybe that means take a brisk walk. Maybe that means you get out of your head and paint something. Physical exercise, exerting yourself, calming your nervous system, putting that energy somewhere so you are getting away from this energy of being scared and being in that survival mode. That way, that energy that you're putting out is going to come back to you in better, more positive ways. All right, so let me move on to this other deck and see what else we have for our overall energy. Okay. Shuffling for the collective for the overall energy for this reading, we have inspiration. I feel like you are the inspiration. You are inspiring someone to be a better person. I feel like somebody is following your lead in the way you act, the way you present yourself, the way you go about your life. I feel like there's a lot of guidance you're giving people. Maybe you are in a role of being a therapist or a like a social worker, or maybe even a guidance counselor at school, that you might be in that kind of role. Hi, Carla. How are you? So I feel like you are also being inspired by to create. You're seeing ideas or hearing ideas that you want to move forward with. Now, these don't have to be physical ideas like you creating something material. This could be you want to create a life that you desire. This could be you creating, you know, a practice of some kind that you want. Maybe waking up early to start exercising, or maybe a gratitude journal. I have a lot of friends who use a gratitude journal and write down their thoughts every day. I know I journal a lot. I like to write, which is helpful. And I also feel like it clears my head. It gets me out of my head and into, I'm able to sleep better. I'm able to think more clearly. And it does feel like you're telling somebody without telling somebody, because not everybody needs to know your business and where you're at and what you're going through. Like I always say, you can't trust every single person in your energy. So it's a good way to go about like expressing yourself without having to, you know, decide who you're going to tell and what you're going to tell. But sometimes you got to tell somebody, and that's where you write it down. Okay, we have compassion. You are being asked to embrace others' differences. Have have compassion, keep an open mind and an open heart for people who are different than us, people who don't have as much as us. Now, you know, we are people who, especially in this day and age, want um, to align with a more perfect being. But before we can get anything and our manifestations come true, we have to be grateful for what we have right now. And yes, we always want more. It's a human trait. But just think there was I don't know, on Instagram or something, there's something saying that like it's like, oh, it's the person driving a bike, you know, wishes they had a car. The person driving the car wishes that they had a more expensive car. And it's like, you know what, you're always want more, but you need to be happy for what you have. Like, I'm grateful I have a car to get to me to my full-time job every day, that I don't have to, you know, put somebody out by having to drive me. I'm able to go and make money and support myself. So it's that kind of stuff that we need to be thankful for what we have in our life right now, and not always be, you know, looking for everything else. And we need to be compassionate towards people who don't have, who are different, who are seeking, you know, maybe a better way of life, need to be taught something. People who are struggling, people who, you know, I'm not saying be an enabler, but know that you are somebody who they can come to, and that you're a safe place for people, and that you are willing to be that sounding board that they need, that you will point them in the right direction for help and guidance, not doing it for them. You know, we all know that you know, people who are struggling or need help, they need to do it themselves, but we can at least give them um, a way to go. Maybe write down a couple numbers, lead them on the right path, and try to do the best you can through what we have. And then we have divinity. Again, with this connecting to our higher power, I do feel like there is a call to clear our heads from this survival mode, this crisis mode that many people are in. Um, and I feel like we're also being called to see and feel the the beauty and the divinity in everything. Especially if you're out, I just got this picture of my, like, out on a walk and you are looking at, you know, oh, like my grandson the other day pointed out like a clover flower. And it's like, yeah, it's like just this ugly little weed that we see every day walking to the car. But it's, you know what? It's what the bees, the one of the first flowers that come out in the springtime, where the bees can pollinate. Hi, Lauren. Um, so the, you know, it's the little things like that. It's the cherish, oh, excuse me, of where things are coming from, where things start. Um, you know, and that small little ugly flower. Um, I am doing well, thank you. I hope you're well. And it's, hi, Pastel. So it's about connecting with everything, even little things, coming back to where I was going. I went off track. But even the little things, the things that we would often just, you know, uh, thank you. I appreciate that. I feel like I'm too young. I was out skateboarding with them over the weekend, and I fell and crashed. But I gave it a try, right? It's been a minute since I've been skateboarding. So, I I have a lot of young energy within me, I feel like. But yeah, getting a sense of the smaller things and being grateful for the smaller things that we take for granted each and every day. And there's divinity in everything. We just have to open our eyes to it and open our hearts and our minds to receive it. All right, and now I'm going to, now I hardly use these cards, but I'm going to. It's to get the overall energy for love and romance. Okay, Spirit, what's the overall energy here? Can I have a couple cards? Okay, so first one is Magic Within. Create space for personal growth and self-discovery. Okay, what else do we have, Spirit? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Okay, we have Restraints Test. Trapped in instability, resist impulsive urges to find steadier ground. Trapped in instability. So it feels like, with this card, it feels like you are looking for stability in somebody else. You know, these are all about, you know, partner situations or love situations. So it feels like you feel like you're trapped in this, now this could be an unstable relationship. But I feel like this is, you're looking for stability in somebody so they can help you. But what this is really about is helping yourself, finding stability within yourself and your situation, so you don't need that person to help you be stable. You can be independent and still be in a partnership, but you have your own independence. So you feel like you're trapped in instability, rather than trying to find, the word sugar daddy or sugar mama came to mind. Instead of finding that person, find it in yourself and hustle and work your magic, work your ability to become stable and find stability in your situation. Right. Okay. Okay, so we have Looming Agenda. This says you have different ideas about love and intimacy. Okay, so yeah, intimacy can look different for a lot of people. You know, intimacy can be sexual, but intimacy could also be when you're sharing your deepest thoughts and life with somebody. It could be, you know, coming home with their favorite meal, or you know, maybe recording their favorite show, or because you know that you're afraid they're going to miss it, or waiting to watch your favorite show so they can see it too. It's like there's a lot of different things that could involve intimacy, and it's just a thought of thinking of somebody else and sharing moments with your people. And it's, of course, there's and that is also love. That's also how people communicate love to each other. You know, saying, call me when you get home, that is love. That's a different way to say I love you. So yeah, it's people definitely have different ideas of love and intimacy, and it's not always physical. It could also be emotional. Okay, empathetic bridges. Embrace healing by being kind. Balancing life's contracting forces. So it's time to be kind to your person. And try to keep an empathetic heart to what they're going through, maybe how they were raised, their ancestral damage, and try to be there for them. Okay, can I get a couple more cards so I can move? Thank you. Leadership's lure. Dominant in spirit, fueled by pride, yet true control lies in wisdom's embrace. So essentially, learning before you react to something, make sure you know the whole story. Fueled by pride, yet true control lies in wisdom. Learning. Going to your partner saying, okay, I want to learn about you. I want to know why this is happening. Let's work through it together. And I'm going to get one more card, and then we'll move on to tarot. You guys are being so patient. Thank you so much. I don't think, no. Thank you. Welcoming dawns. Be open and receptive. Embracing new beginnings with an eager heart. Be open to new things coming your way. They might not look exactly like you want them to. They might not be the same type of person you're normally attracted to. But they might hold something much stronger than you could ever realize. So letting go of old energy and welcoming new energy, cutting ties. Because when you hang on to those old ties, then you're not allowing room for new energy to enter your life, for a new person to come in. All right, so finally, she's getting to tarot. Thank you so much. Let me give them a good shuffle before I see where this takes us. Shuffling for the collective spirit. Please let us know what the collective needs to hear today. Thank you for delivering messages clearly and with fluidity. All right. Okay, so I'm scrolling back. Now, if you're new to the channel, after I do the overall energy for the reading, I scroll back to see, because usually there's people asking questions the time when I am talking, ranting, and I scroll back and I start and do each one as they come. I do get to eventually, please have patience, but I do go in order. All right, so it looks like pastel dreams. Okay, I am not an astrologer, Ashvir. Okay, so pastel dreams. How do you feel? How does A feel about me currently? Let's see. Spirit, how does A feel about pastel currently? I feel like there is a strong disconnect right now. I feel like, yes, the next question she writes is this connection ending? I do feel like there is a strong disconnect. I do feel like he has cut you off at this point. The next question she asks is he seeing other people? I do not think he's seeing other people. I think he is not even looking for other opportunities. I feel like he might be working on himself. But I do feel like this is right now there is a strong disconnect. I feel like he has cut you off, but I don't feel like you're the only person he's cut off. I feel like he is really in the middle of something. I feel like he has stopped communicating with a lot of people. I don't feel like you're the only one that he has, stopped messaging or talking to in that way. Okay, let's see here. Now, Shaq says, how will be my daughter's life? So how is Shake's daughter's life going to be? I don't know if I could tell that in 2 cards, but I can try. Okay, there's a lot of anxiety in your daughter's life. Fear. Spirit, can I have it? Thank you. There's a lot going on. I feel like there's a lot of decisions that she has to make. She has her hands full. I feel like she feels like it's like a roller coaster. There's a lot of ups and downs right now going on in your daughter's life, and she loses a lot of sleep worrying. I feel like, in the beginning of this reading, I'm not sure if you were here or not, and you heard me talk about this crisis mode. I feel like that's the kind of energy that I'm talking about, like losing sleep, trying to figure out how you're going to do tomorrow. Rather than giving up that control, doing what you can and letting the universe take action. I feel like there's a lot of us are in that that energy right now, where we just don't know how we're going to how tomorrow is going to work out. And I feel like there's a lot of, like I said, I've been saying this for a long, there's a lot of changes taking place for many people. I feel like it's been 2025 has certainly handed it to us for sure. And it's I feel like your daughter is definitely one of those people who is in survival mode, trying to keeps cleaning up messes, trying to get through each and every day the best she can. Okay, Carla, I am wondering if I am being a safe place for my coworkers. It has not been easy lately. Okay, let's see. I feel like people do look at you as an inspiration at work. So I do feel like they are inspired by you. Now, I also feel like there is some kind of masculine energy at work who, I'm getting like an irritated feeling or like a loss of some kind of emotional loss, or like a distrust. Some reason why they feel like they can't come to you anymore. Maybe there is something on their end that some reason on their end. I'm gonna clarify this King of Cups energy in reverse. Let me just shuffle these cards, my clarifiers. Spirit, I'm clarifying for the King of Cups in reverse. What did you mean by this King of Cups in reverse? Shuffling for the King of Cups. Yeah, there's something on their end, it might be personal, that they are going through, something that was revealed to them recently. I do feel like it has them thinking a different way. And I feel like they're not ready to come to you with this just yet, which is why I feel like they might be pulling back. They're not ready to give you that emotional connection to release this energy to you yet. But everybody else, I feel like they look at you like an inspiration. Okay, let's see. Lauren would like to know what she can expect in love. Let's see. Spirit, I am shuffling for Lauren. What should she expect in love? I am seeing somebody who is, I'm sorry, I just stopped because I thought I heard somebody at my door. I was just like, literally no one comes here. Ace of Swords energy. So this is, it's like you're seeking clarity on something. And we have also the High Priestess energy, which is kind of like taking in somebody's actions. The High Priestess doesn't, it kind of takes everything in as intuitive. So you're being asked to use your intuition and your spidey senses to feel there's somebody who is attracted to you. Somebody who is, I don't want to say, like somebody who is, they could be an air sign, somebody who is very focused, somebody who is, they might be a teacher, or in a role where they train somebody or something along those lines. They are, I feel like they are great with communication. But I do feel like somebody is coming in for you, but you have to open your heart and your mind and turn on your intuition. I'm going to clarify this High Priestess energy. Spirit, what does Lauren need to look at? What to expect in love? What do you mean by this High Priestess energy? What do you mean by this High Priestess energy for Lauren? For love. This is somebody who you can let your guard down with easily. You might be the type of person who doesn't let their guard down easily, but you feel like this person is so easy to speak to that you find yourself wanting to tell them more. Yeah, Queen of Wands energy. This person is going to make you feel like you are the only girl in the room, that there's nobody else. You're going to feel very safe with them. It's going to be easy. So if it's not an easy connection, then it's not the person. This is going to be easy going. Easy communication. They're smart. They're focused. They know what they want. It's going to be easy for you. I do feel like this might be coming in I just heard the fall. Usually I don't get time frames. So I don't know, maybe you're traveling in the fall, or you're doing something new in the fall. Maybe you're starting to take classes, or there's something planned in the fall, but I feel like this person is going to, you're going to meet this person. And like I said, it's going to be fast and it's going to be easy for you. Okay, so Pastel Dreams says, should I start dating other people? Okay. Now I do have the Queen of Wands in reverse came out, which makes me feel like you aren't ready to start dating other people. You're not happy about it. You have the Queen of Wands in reverse, which is beautiful because the Queen of Wands, when you have Queen of Wands energy, whether it's in the reverse or not, that's in your energy. Right now, I feel like you are not really excited about dating other people. You're not emotionally there. It's like you're going through the motions of signing up for these dating apps. But I don't think that it's something that you have a desire to do. I do see that with you on these apps, you asked how will that work? I feel like it's going to be very slow process for you, probably because you're not giving off that energy of wanting to do it. The desire isn't there. So I do feel like it's going to be a slow moving process for you until you maybe go on a couple dates and heal a little bit more, knowing that there's more out there for you. But I do feel like there's a slow process in the dating app game. And once, you have more time, and once your energy from A is disconnected and you cut ties, then things will get better. But that energy, you're still connected with you thinking about them all the time. Okay, so Cyan, how are you? Wants to know what they can expect in August. Then as I was shuffling, we have, you need some rest. Will you be going on vacation? And you start to think more clearly. So I feel like a vacation is probably in your future in August. I feel like there is maybe either a vacation or a long weekend, maybe a holiday that you are taking. You start to think more clearly, or you need to just start thinking more clearly if this might be an indication that this is something you need to do. But you need rest. You need to relax. You need to get out of your head. And this is going to clear your mind of the craziness that's been ensuing around you. So it's definitely important that you take care of yourself, self-care, self-love. Yes, images. Okay, let's see. Hey, it's Lauren. It's free for now. I'm not monetized, so if you want to give a donation, that information is in the description box, but I don't require one. And my name is Sarah, and this is Just Be Tarot. Please, if you are keen to do it, click on like and subscribe to my channel. Also hit that notification bell. I go live. My scheduled lives are Mondays and Thursdays, but I went live yesterday. I will probably go live on Wednesday. So that will give you an alert to when I go live, other than Mondays and Thursdays. I've been trying to up my game. I love spending time with you guys. It makes me feel good. And I love being in your energy. And it's hard to be away from you. Okay, so Carla wants to know, you always give me light. Oh, Thank you, Carla. See, this is why I love you. Just things like that. Carla writes, thank you. You always give me light when things are a bit blurred. Just little things make my heart huge. Of course, Lauren, my pleasure. Okay, Sweta. What's next for me in love and marriage? All right. Sweta. I'm not sure, but I hope I didn't mangle that too much. I'm shuffling for you. Sweta, I'm going to call you. Okay, so what is next for Sweta in love? Ooh, I like that. You have a divine masculine coming your way, wanting to offer you their cup of love. So that's always good to come out in a love and marriage question. What else, Spirit? Now I'm curious. What else for Sweta here? Oh, but don't expect any kind of marriage proposal. It might be a while. That might be a ways off, but this energy is coming towards you. But we're not going to you know, be planning a wedding just yet. But I do feel like this is good energy coming towards you. Open your heart and your mind, because you never know where it's going to lead. This, like I always say, I read energy, and energy is fluid. I'm seeing what's in your energy right now. So energy can change. So if this person is coming towards you, but maybe you don't want to get married, maybe you think it's a ridiculous thing, maybe they think it's a ridiculous thing, but you get to know each other, things change, you never know, and this energy can change as well. It is fluid. Okay, nothing is written in stone. You have free will. I do not predict the future. I am not a fortune teller. I read energy. So that's why I get so happy. I can feel your energy coming through. So yes, this is, maybe they don't want marriage right now. Maybe they're just getting out of a relationship. Maybe they have a distaste for marriage because of what they've been through in the past. Maybe you do. But like I said, I just had a deja vu moment, like this has happened before. But this is not written in stone. So just to let you know, you do have this beautiful King of Cups energy coming towards you. Okay. Hey, it's Lauren. I have a question. I'm going to New Mexico next week. I was wondering, should I reach out to this guy I've seen 5 years ago from the last time I visited, seeing if he wants to reconnect? I say, what in New Mexico? Do what the New Mexicans do. How can you not? I know you don't want my opinion, you want me. But, you know. Okay, Spirit, I'm shuffling for, hey, it's Lauren. And she wants to know, should she reconnect with this guy from the past in New Mexico? She wants to know about reconnecting. I feel like it's going to be a weird trip. It's going to be a rough traveling situation, or something's going to happen. Maybe it's going to, I feel like something, you might get held up on a flight, not held up like by robbers or anything, but like held up like at a delay. I feel like that the travel itself is going to be a pain in the butt. Not that anything's going to happen dangerous, but I feel like it's going to be like a lot with this chart, because the Six of Swords represents travel. So this might even get canceled, this trip. So I don't know. But I feel like that's not going to happen. I feel like there is somebody else who is going to, you're going to connect with. Honestly, I want to clarify. I feel like this guy isn't the one. You're going to connect with somebody else in New Mexico. Like, I feel like you're getting there. I don't feel like it's going to be canceled. I feel like there's going to be some kind of weirdness in the travel, in getting to New Mexico. You'll have to let me know if that's true. Like, some kind of weird situation happens that you weren't expecting. Yeah, this is, it's not going to happen with the guy from 5 years ago, but I do see you definitely pairing up with somebody else. I feel like there's a blockage with the other person. They might be in a relationship at this point or something. There's some kind of blockage there, but I do feel like there's somebody else coming in. But like I said, I feel like I have a weird feeling about the actual travel to New Mexico. Okay, I'm shuffling for images. What is next for images in love? What is next for images in love? Thank you. Let me pick that up. I feel like there's a lot of growth, a lot of that you have done, a lot of healing. I feel like in all aspects is what I'm hearing. Like not just healing through love, but you've been prosperous in your job. You feel like you have more to offer somebody, and that made your confidence grow. So I feel like there is a lot you have to offer now, and you feel like you're in a good place where you're ready for love. I do feel like something new is coming in for you. You just have to trust. There is going to be, you've planted the seeds, you're doing the work, and I do see that a new opportunity for you is coming in. Just have patience. I don't feel like it's that far away. But I do feel like you're definitely, your confidence is bigger. And like I said, I don't think you just put in the work healing from love, but I feel like in all aspects, you really put your focus on your stability. And that, like I said, it always, when you raise your energy, your whole being changes and that energy comes back towards you. So this is how you're sitting as an empress. People are looking at you in this empress way. All right? Like, you just have to trust. It's coming. It's coming. New opportunity for you to, for love, for sure. And congratulations, because I do feel like a confidence build. And I feel like that's is making you like, I have more to offer people. I'm smarter. I've done the work, and I am ready. I'm ready this time. Emotionally prepared for a better relationship. Okay, Starry, can I ask Joseph's feelings and actions if I approach him to retract trash talk regarding me? Okay, can I ask Joseph's feelings and actions Are you... If I approach him to retract trash talk regarding me. I'm not sure what you're asking me. Okay, can I ask Joseph's feelings? I feel like... there's definitely a disconnect with you and Joseph. Okay? I do feel like there needs to be more clarity. So if you're asking me, like, should you approach him to ask why he is trash talking you, if I'm reading that correctly, then I feel like you need to, if you're trying to gain more clarity, yes. You need to gain more clarity and take the blinders off. So it's something that you are needing to do. You're needing clarity. I feel like, can we clarify this Two of Swords in reverse? I'm not sure if I'm reading this question correctly. If I approach him to retract trash talk regarding... So are you asking him to take it back, or to clear your name, or saying you didn't mean it? I feel like if you approach him in a kind way of like, hey, I don't know why you're talking crap. And then he'll probably have a rebuttal. Like, what do you mean? I wasn't talking crap. That's his voice, by the way. And, you know, then you'll be like, well, I heard from so-and-so. But if you say, can you just not? Like, if you don't make drama from it, then I feel like he'll be more receptive. But I feel like if you're going into this, approaching Joseph, trying to start something, then it's not going to be received well. But you have to be the bigger person. Like, if this person is talking crap about you, that's an indication of what kind of person they are. And you just have to be the bigger person and just be like, can you not? And if they start anything, walk away. Like, it's not even worth it. I don't think it's going to bring any kind of different change in energy. Unfortunately, I just feel like he's being karmic, and it's not something that you need in your life. You don't need to get in that energy of fighting with him. I feel like if you engage with him, it's going to be negative energy. And I don't think that you need or deserve that if you're trying to heal. Hi, Chico. Ahmed, good to see you. I applied for Fidelity Grant. How will that go? How will Chico's application for a Fidelity Grant go? How will Chico's... I feel like you're going to... I don't want to show you. Chico, I don't want to show you. I don't feel like it's going to work out. With this energy, I don't feel like it's going to work out, but I don't feel like you have your heart set on it. With the star in the reverse, like, it's not something that you really wished for. I feel like it's something that you felt like you had to do or had to apply for. But it's not something you that you had your heart set on. I'm sorry. I don't like giving bad news to people. Hi, Nelia. Love reading for Nelia. Great to see you too, Nelia. Okay, let's see. Oh, I feel like things are going to be calming down for you on the love front. I do feel like there is... We have the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. It's like you're looking at this King of Swords. You have an interest in somebody. And I feel like they are spending time on your social media. I feel like they're like subtly stalking you, not like in a bad way, like not that they're going to hurt you, but I feel like they're interested as well. And they're like trying to keep up with you and trying to see what you do, what your interests are. I feel like this is somebody in your energy already. This person might feel that you're even cold towards them sometimes. Is there anybody in your energy who you like maybe give the cold shoulder to or are cold to? This might be somebody you work with that you have to be like professional with, and they kind of might read you as cold. Because it's hard to, I mean, in the workplace, it sometimes you aren't able to flirt like that or show how you feel to somebody. But I feel like this is somebody in your energy. Somebody that you know, an acquaintance of some kind. I do feel like this person, because we had the Five of Wands that came out with this. So this person is a calming energy for you. Or maybe you are for them. Yeah, but I do see that somebody is in your energy, kind of doing their research on you. Shuffling for Shake. My husband wants to start a YouTube channel to earn money. Will that work? Let's see. I'm shuffling for Shake. Shake wants to know that if their husband starts a YouTube channel, will it work to make money? If you put the work in, I feel like a lot of people give up pretty quickly. But I feel like if you put the work in, that you're able to benefit and monetize. Now I feel like something has to end for it to, because if something doesn't end, then it's not going to work out. Because I feel like there's not going to be enough time. Like something has to end. There has to be more time to focus on the channel. But I feel like if there's some kind of maybe another job or maybe another side hustle has to end so they can put more time and effort, or it's not going to work out for them. But if they put like I said, if they put the work in, and really have time to make it work and don't give up, keep going, and then they'll have a chance for sure. Yep, see? We'll definitely have a chance. Okay, Starry asks, any advice on what would remove Teresa and her spell work from my life? Uh-oh. Okay, shuffling for Starry. She wants to know how to remove Teresa from her life. I hope you ask for protection for your energy. Okay, so there is some kind of healing that needs to happen. We have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. You let go. I would say let go of that energy. Make sure that you are protecting your own energy and you're in a energy of healing, and be in that energy to secure yourself, to make sure you're secure in your own protective energy. So that way her shenanigans don't work to, you know, make any kind of downfall in your structure. We don't want any kind of cracks in your foundation. So you have to ask your guides, guardians to help you disconnect from her energy. Now, the next part of the question is, will her son have an impact in stopping her? Will her son impact her? Will her son have an impact in stopping her? Will her son help her to stop? Let's see. I do feel like there is going to be healing. Do you have a connection with the sun? Is that why she's putting some kind of spell on you? Do you have a connection with her son and she doesn't like it? What else? Yeah. You need to cut her off. Or he's going to help cut her off. Because the question was, will her son have an impact on stopping her? He's going to help cut her off. Cut off that energy. What would make me feel well again? The recent work has made me quite ill. What would help? You have to cut off this energy. Protect your own energy. Yeah. Make some changes. Disconnect from her. Big changes need to be made to protect your energy. Sweeta. Hi, Witchy. Oh, I'm so glad to see you. I'm shuffling for Witchy. She asks how progress on her arm is going. Slowly but surely. I feel like you're almost done. I feel like you're almost done and you're... Am I wrong? Are you going home soon? Let's see. Can we clarify this 9 of Wands for Witching? Nine of Wands. I feel like you are at your wit's end emotionally. I feel like you have gone through it, all of the feelings, while you've been in the hospital. I feel like you have nothing left to give. Oh, so you see, I'm not even reading ahead. Therapy says is going really well, but I feel like if it was going that well, I'd be home by now. I do feel like you're going home soon. Not as soon as you'd like, maybe. You'd want to be home already. But I do feel like you are going through all of the emotions right now. It's all being brought to you. I feel like I even get a sense of like you being emotionally crying and just really inside. It's like you have felt everything since you've been in there. Oh, that sucks. But I do feel like it is going well. Hey, it's Lauren. Yes, I'm traveling with my mom and my grandma, but I just wasn't sure if I should send him a message just to see if he wanted to meet to talk, but I wasn't sure. I feel like if you do, absolutely. I feel like if you contact him to talk, I feel like he's going to be like, oh, I'm with someone. But I do feel like there's somebody else that you're going to meet out there. Knight of Cups, see? Just talking about it. Somebody's coming in towards you. Be aware of that opportunity, because I do feel like this is somebody coming in towards you, Lauren. Sweeta, I'm working on healing and I'm on the right path. Or is there any advice for me? Let's see. What advice does Sweeta need to hear? What advice? Oh, there is something, big changes about to happen. Okay, this landed in the challenge position, which means that a tower moment is about to pop off if change isn't made. If a cycle isn't broken, if you don't address a situation. So I don't know if you know what that is. I do see you as the Queen of Cups is coming. That's how you're full of love and compassion. But I also see that you're tired of waiting. So you're going to start to take action in something. Are you going to end a cycle? Is that what you're taking action in? There's something that needs to be changed, or this is going to go into the upright, or it could even go into the reverse where it's a plan change. Are you planning on making changes, making some moves to enhance your life at all? I mean, the tower can go one of two ways. You know, plan changes that you thought about that you don't necessarily want to do, but you know that it's necessary for your greatest good and for your mental health and physical well-being. Or it could be, if you don't make those changes, then the universe will make them for you, but only you would know what that is. But I do feel like you are tired of waiting, and you need to make those changes now. Something needs to be done. Okay, so Sweeta, that was for you. That was deep and a little bit heavy. Also, I feel as though I'm doing nothing with my life at this point, and wonder if a good job, marriage, or kids are eventually on the horizon, given that I'm 41. I do feel like there is somebody trying to come back to you, but you're not having it. Maybe somebody has been in contact, or you're in contact with somebody, or thinking about getting back in contact with somebody. I feel like you were reminiscing or thinking about the good times. But I do feel like you are winning in life. Like, I do feel like you are doing what you're supposed to be doing. Let's see. Shuffling for Witchy. Clarify this World card. Now I do see King of Pentacles energy coming in towards you. This could be a boss or a boss-like figure. I feel like you are going to be getting the clarity that you need in a situation. I feel like things are going to get more, they're going to get rougher before they get better. I feel like you are in for a lot of healing. I feel like there is messages that are being misconstrued or are going to be misconstrued. I feel like there's a blockage somewhere. Things are going to be rough. But there's going to be opportunities. I feel like opportunity is going to come from this King of Pentacles energy. An opportunity for what exactly? This could be for a job. This could be for the kids. This could be for marriage. But I do feel like it's going to happen suddenly with this Knight of Swords energy. Because I do see you winning. I do see things coming out for you. But things are going to be rough. There's going to have to be changes. There's a blockage. When there's a blockage, that means changes have to be made. B, hello. Oh, thank you, Nelia. That is so sweet. Always so supportive. my gosh. People in the... Oh, golly. Yeah, that's gotta be hard, watching people just... Sure, I'm shuffling for B. She just wants a general message. Okay, so I feel like there's this King of Wands in your energy. Now, I feel like it's in the reverse. So I feel like this King of Wands is frustrated because they're not getting what they want from you, or they're not... I feel like King of Wands, granted, I love the King of Wands energy, but I do feel like they can be a little manipulative. They're used to getting what they want. They're very charismatic, energetic. They are charming and lovely people. But they're so used, because of all those attributes, they're used to getting what they want. And when they don't, they kind of get irritated. So I do feel like there's some kind of King of Wands energy that didn't work out in the past because you were a pushover. You didn't give them everything they wanted, so it had to end. So I feel like this energy might be coming back towards you. They might be reaching out towards you or in your energy. Yeah, it's going to be causing a little bit of chaos here. So just watch your energy. I feel like this person is either thinking of you, or I don't know. I don't like it. So just protect your energy. Just ask your guides, guardians, higher power to protect your energy when you go out, when you're sleeping, before you go to bed. Because I don't know. I just don't like this energy. I feel like somebody from the past is thinking about you, or might try to come back to you. I feel like things ended badly. That wasn't a good card pull. But I feel like it was like, I was meant to tell you to just make sure you're protecting your energy. I feel like, yeah, you are just like going on your merry little life, being that ray of sunshine, and you're not even realizing that people are thinking negative thoughts about you, B. So just please, for me, ask your guides and guardians to make sure you're protected. I don't like that energy that came out. I am yuck. We're going to get rid of that. Okay. Hendrik, how are you? I see that you're back. Well, B, thank you for spending your vacation in our energy. I love to see that. Okay. Okay, so you stopped believing in true love years ago. Well, that's why you're not receiving it. Oh, nice. That's awesome news, Nelia. Henrik, you keep saying I'm back. I don't know what you want me to say about that. Hi, Paul. How's it going? Good to see you again. It's been a little while. It's your daughter's birthday today? It's my grandson's birthday today. Oh, you're already in August 5th. Still the 4th here. Oh my gosh, happy birthday. That's awesome. Starry wants to know, what will the Lion's Gate portal bring to them? It will alleviate some things off of your plate. It'll bring you more clarity, but you need to, I feel like you need to ask more questions and you need to get more clarity in the Lion's Gate portal. You need, I feel like something's going to be revealed to you if you choose to see it. There's something important that you need to see if you choose to. I just heard take the blinders off. So there's something that's going to be revealed to you during the Lion's Gate portal. Of course, Witchy. Okay, good. YM, please can you tell when I will have good love relationship? When you will have it? Well, it's all divine timing, so I don't know when you'll have it, but I can see that it's coming. There's definitely going to be somebody approaching you with their cup of love. It's divine timing. I never really get a good indication of time. Yeah, I do believe it's going to be a new opportunity. So this is going to be somebody that you don't know that's coming in for you. It might be somebody that you're not used to. You might not find attractive immediately. But I'm hearing that if you give them an opportunity, this is going to be your person. Oh, good. I am a grandmom. I sure am. My grandson turned 7 today. Thank you. Okay, the Sublime asks, why is my ex-fiance still watching me from fake accounts? Ew. Does he plan to come back? Does the Sublime's ex-fiance... I feel like they're just being a creeper because they don't plan on coming back. There's no romantic interest or emotional connection. They're just being a creeper. Ooh, I just got the chills. Yuck. Yeah. You might be a different person, and he sees that growth, and that rebirth. And that's why he's probably, but yeah, I feel like there's no romantic interest or emotional connection. He's just gross. What hurt Joseph and caused him to be so fearful of connection and the rest? Okay. First card that came out. Did you hurt Joseph? Did you break up with him, or did you end things? Because I feel like he's spinning it on you. I feel like he has spun a lot of things to blame you for things. Yep, he is blaming you for a lot of things. Wow. Yes, he did expect you to do all the work. Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, love, money. Wow. What are Joseph's true thoughts and feelings? I mean, he still holds you in high regard, but I feel like he thinks you might have a little bit of an ego. But I also think that I feel like he thinks he holds you on a pedestal. He might not admit to it, but I feel like he has a lot of respect. Even though he blames you for a lot of things. He thinks you work hard. You try to win at everything you do. You get a lot of attention from people. So I feel like he does still hold you in high regard. He just blames you for a lot of stuff. How does my mom feel about how things are going? Witchy's asking. How does Witchy's mom feel about how things are going? She feels like you're stuck in a cycle. I have another card. But I feel like there's a great love for you. But I do feel like she thinks you're stuck in a cycle. Okay. Tell me more about this guy. What, Joseph? Tell me more about Joseph, Spirit. What's going on with Joseph in his past? What's going on with Joseph? Why is he stunted emotionally? I feel like he might be like a partier or paying attention to what other people think. I feel like he's in his head a lot. He might have anxiety, but I do feel like he might be the type of person who goes out and drinks a lot and parties with people. Like you said, he's emotionally immature. Like, I feel like he doesn't have his priorities in order. Yeah. He's not all about that 50-50, that give and take. What would turn things around with him and actually get him to have the confidence to do some work? He would have to see that in himself. Starry. Yep. Right now he's living in a very chaotic brain, I think. Yeah, like I said, he doesn't see things as balanced. There's an imbalance there. Very chaotic. That's a sin. Like I can feel like they want to be better, but yeah, Page of Swords are blockage. They might go to bed by 12, but I feel like they're not getting a lot of... There's something there that's blocking them. Something on their mind, something that's keeping them up. Something is not working out for them. They feel like they're not being treated fairly. I feel like his guard is up. He does have a lot of love to give, though. I'm seeing that he's not very focused. Okay, so Starry says, if he's into self-improvement, if I suggest healing, would he do it or take it the wrong way? I think he would actually listen. You know, he wants to learn. He wants to... I feel like he wants to be better. Like he's seeking... He's seeking that. I don't think he'll take it the wrong way. I feel like he has a lot of respect for you. I don't think he's going to take it the wrong way because of how he sees you. Okay. Okay, last question is going to be why because I am going to get something to eat. Please, I'd like to know what is better for me, changing jobs position inside the company or outside? What should YM do about her job? Get out. Outside, I'm hearing. When that card fell out, I heard get out. Get out. Seeking a job change outside of the company. I feel like that it might be a toxic environment that you're in. And that it's time to get out. He's always been guarded. Love to give who. All right, so that's where I'm going to leave it. Okay, so I go live again on Thursday, but I'm sure I'll be on before then. You know, I can't stay away from you guys. I love you guys too much. Of course, I appreciate you. You have no idea. Thank you. So I hope to see you. Of course, it's my pleasure. You know, I love spending time with you guys. I love your energy. You guys are fantastic, and I hope you have an amazing time between now and the next time I see you. And I hope you stay safe, protect your energy, and I will see you next time. Bye.